Hey everyone, Scott Moore from Galaxy Comics, and I just wanted to shoot a quick intro to this video series to kind of explain what was going on here. Basically, I picked up a pretty decent sized collection of toys and comics and stuff from like the late 80s. So it's something we don't get every day, so I was going to do an unboxing video for that and just sort of go through each box and pull out any kind of cool books we might find and share those with you and maybe talk about those a little bit. And after I did the first box and it came in at a little over 10 minutes, I decided to break it up into parts, mostly because I didn't want to upload like a 2.5 hour unboxing video. So there are 10 parts. Each part comes in at between 12 and 18 minutes. And we just kind of talk about some of the different books in there and some trivia and some history and things like that. It's a little different. It's not a CGC unboxing video, although I do have more of those coming really quickly. So hopefully it's something that's a little more interesting and fun and different, and I hope you enjoy it. Hey everyone, Scott at Galaxy Comics. I'm here with my buddy Drew, and we are going to do a different unboxing today. I picked up a collection over the weekend, and it's a lot different than the stuff that I normally get. You know, people bring stuff in, and a lot of it's from the last 20, 25 years or whatever. This I bought from a guy that I've known for, gosh, well, since I was a kid, since I started collecting. So, I mean, probably 35 years. And this is just the stuff that he's had left. He sold a lot of his stuff over the years, a lot of his good stuff. And he just had some stuff up in the attic and he's like, hey, you want to buy this? And I said, yeah, of course. So I went over there and he knew what he wanted for it, which was both good and bad. It makes the negotiations a lot quicker. I think it's about 9 long boxes of comics. As you can see, they were all up in the attic, and a bunch of other sort of miscellaneous stuff. And so I went over and moved some boxes around and had a couple beers and loaded it up and cut him a check for X thousand dollars. It was a few, more than two, more than a couple $1,000s, but. I remember when I was looking through, I didn't look through the boxes super well. I sort of like kind of just flipped through because I knew I was going to buy the stuff anyway. I knew he knew roughly what he had, maybe. I don't know. It's been in his attic for 30 years. And as I was going through, I was just flipping through boxes. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, and that's kind of cool. And I remember thinking to myself that, like, man, if I can get this for like $2,000, that'd be a pretty good deal. I didn't, but whatever. So I roughly know what's in here. There's a lot of Gru. There's a lot of Judge Dredd. You love Gru. You love Judge Dredd. Love Gru almost as much as me. Probably more than me. And Judge Dredd and some other stuff. We've gone through some boxes of sort of the merch, and a lot of it's, it's like late 80s, right?
Yeah.
80, most of the dates on the stuff, 87, 88, 89, in that range. Some a little bit older. There was a Batman Light Switch cover from like 1976. That was kind of cool. So I think a lot of these books are mid to late 80s. But anyway, I'm gonna go through boxes. I said I roughly know what's in here. I don't know everything that's in here, and I'm just gonna go like, oh man, check it out, Alien Worlds, Dave Stevens. A lot of Dave Stevens stuff. Dude, love Dave Stevens because why wouldn't you? This is the AB box, I guess. We'll start with this one. I got a box here, I got another box here, and then I'll just start bringing boxes in from the back. So I don't know how exciting this is going to be. I don't know how much of this I'm going to leave in, but I'm just going to flip through. Okay, and just talk about stuff as we find it. So the Killing Jokes, I'm glad I found one of these. That was one other thing, like as I was going through and I bought the collection, he's like, oh, by the way, there's like probably 10 copies of Killing Joke. So if you find those, we agreed like, okay, if I find a bunch of Killing Jokes, we're going to send those in and get graded and then split the money from that. So I knew, excuse me, I didn't see him the first time as I was flipping through, but he's adamant that there was like 10 Killing Jokes in here. So there's 2 anyway. You see? So there's 2 Killing Joke first prints. So apparently he wasn't crazy. There's some Killing Jokes in here. So as we, maybe I'll pull those. So as we find those, that's us like sort of an add-on to the deal. So this is Batman. Oh, we got some Batman Death in the Family. Poor Jason Todd. Gets the crap beat out of him by the Joker. So yeah, when was that? That was 89. You know, it's fine. I thought that was sooner than that. 89. Yeah. A lot of this. See, 'cause I'm kind of old. So I remember when a lot of this stuff came out. Like, a lot of you guys weren't alive, like, when Spawn #1 came out, which every time I hear that, it blows my mind. Because I remember when Image started, and we're like, oh my god. And we bought, like, you know, literally bought, like, 100 copies of Spawn and, you know, all that stuff. And I got guys coming in, and they're excited when they find a Spawn #1. And I keep forgetting that it came out, like, 5 years before this dude was born. Excuse me. So that's cool. So we got a Batman 423. Speaking of McFarlane, that book's probably like $100. Why? I don't know. Cool cover. Why is this Detective 880? Why is that $100? Because it's got a cool cover. Bunch of Year 3 Batman. That stuff's pretty common. We have a lot of that. Many Deaths of Batman. This series, the Many Deaths of Batman. I think every store, any store that's been around for a while, probably has like 40 sets of those. Here's like 10 more sets. And these are like, I mean, you can kind of tell that they're, I don't know if you can hear that. The bags are all kind of sort of stuck together, and they've been in these bags. They've probably, I mean, hell, they might have been in these bags since 88, 89. They're polyethylene bags. They're not even polypropylene bags. So 10 Nights of the Beast, that was hot for a minute. Was that first KG Beast? Was that first KG Beast? I don't know. 10 Nights of the Beast. I know it was hot for when it came out. Year 1, Part 4. No 1, 2, or 3s. Okay, so he's got these in here. There's sort of a reverse order. Like when I do books, I do #1 in the front and whatever. Some people do #1 in the back and move forward, which is apparently what he did. Because here's some Spider-Man. Like here's a 309, 308. Ooh, you know what that means? Ooh, 303, 301. That's sharp.
Sweet.
God damn, that is sharp. Another 301. Haha. Another 301. There it is. 300.
Wow.
299. 299, 300, 301. So that's okay. That goes a little ways towards paying for this collection. That's like a really nice 300. I mean, obviously the books are all raw. You can see that. So if that comes back in 9.8, that goes takes a good whack off of what I paid for the collection. I mean, I'm gonna get it pressed, of course. God, that's nice. It's a nice Spider-Man 300. 289. Hobgoblin stuff. 253. First Rose. 252. That's a good book. I have to cut for a minute. Hello.
Hi. 417 KG Beast.
470. Some 252s. Can't argue with that. There's 4 of those. 417 is first KG Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 10 Nights of the Beast #1. So that's first KG Beast. What do we got? Airboy. Dave Stevens. He said he loves Dave Stevens. Action Comics #1. That's got to be like $1 million. Oh my God! There's like 5 Action Comics #1s. Oh my God! Still in the original plastic. I mean, they're good. They're not $1 million. Action 600. That was hot for a minute. Every old guy collection has this in it. You got your X-Men ones. These are kind of, I mean, they're not worth a lot, but I still get people asking for them. So yeah, so every collection is going to have a couple X-Men #1s. The Twisted Tales, awesome. I gotta hold that right. Awesome Dave Stevens cover. Judge Dredd #1. More X-Men #1s. Here's some Gru. Okay, I don't know what this is. Okay, that's the book. That's the book in black and white. That's a Gru 68. I've never seen. I've never seen that before. It's a Gru 68. I'm gonna have to do some Googling. That's pretty cool. Gru, some Donald Duck, Uncle Scrooge. I like Uncle Scrooge. X-Men 281. That was.
It doesn't show up as a variant at all.
That Gru.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. That's crazy. More Gru, a couple Spider-Man 1, more Uncle Scrooge. Some Alf.
Alf.
Everybody loves Alf, right? Alien life form. 1 through, not 5. 1 through 6, not 5.
What's the one where he's
The seal one?
Yeah.
I don't know, 16 or 36 or. I'll know it when I see it. The Noid in 3D. You young guys don't remember the Noid either. And then
Oh, I think they're bringing him back.
maybe little stack of Gru 85. Like I said, a lot of Gru. I remember when looking through, there was a lot of Gru. And a bunch of X-Force #1s.
Deadpool cards?
It's got to be, right? Oh, they're all sticky. Cable. There. Deadpool card. Are those still like $50? I don't know. Well, there's box 1, and I'm not disappointed with that. So, I'm gonna grab another box. I'm gonna get this other box over here, and then we'll just kind of cobble these together. All right, cool.